Hello, welcome to episode 95 and a half of the wee podcast. It is Clarky here with Phil.
Hello.
So by now you're probably aware of what happened in the last episode, so we thought we'd do one that isn't a complete and utter mess. We're just going to do a brief one here.
We'll try.
It was a bit of a technological fail, not on our behalf, but on the software's behalf. So we thought we would have a look today at other more famous technological fails. Some maybe you've heard of, some you haven't, but we are basically going to have a crack at that, and we hope you enjoy, folks. So obviously 95 wasn't meant to be, unfortunately, which is a shame.
95 without a blip or anything going wrong. Like,
it was such a fun episode too. Like,
we
all
had
the wee
loads of
random
things.
funny
I told
things.
Lauren about the
movie?
spider
What's the
concept.
thing?
Yeah. She's like, I'd watch that. And I was like, well, do you know what? We're not going to make it. So
That's amazing.
maybe if you get famous, somebody gets some sort of director or something behind us.
Oh my goodness, yeah. So hopefully the gist of what we were talking about came across.
Well, to be fair, whenever I was editing some of the things, it was quite funny the way they linked. Because I sent you some and we were talking.
Talking, like, woo!
Yeah, and then like, you were, woo! Yeah.
So annoying all the same, because obviously, 94 without a hitch, and then 95, but Cyberline, it wasn't episode 100, so
no, but I mean, obviously, trying to you can re-record things, but it's never going to be the exact same.
no, exactly.
And I was pretty happy with the content we had with Greta Thunberg and the boys and stuff. So yeah, bit of a shame, but
yeah, I mean, this one's just going to be a pretty quick one-parter.
yeah.
Basically, I found a list of 10 pretty famous technological fails. Thought that we would sort of show that ours wasn't maybe that bad.
Ours is definitely at the top.
So, number 10 on the list was the Samsung Galaxy Note 7.
Was that the one that blew up?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember my dad coming down, here, have you heard about your phone? What do you mean my phone? It was blowing up. And I was like, what?
Disaster.
I googled it and I was like, it's not my phone, don't worry, Dad. He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, disaster. So, as you say, it literally went on fire. The battery wasn't in good shape, essentially. They had to recall
That's right.
the device. And did you ever hear how much they lost?
No.
$6 billion. Because you think how many of those there are, like Samsung are the market leader in smartphones.
Well, they've also got loads of things now as well. They've got what was it, Samsung 7, so it's now on Samsung 10, is it now?
10 or 11, yeah. It's getting on, like.
That's mad. I haven't heard of any other ones blowing up, so.
No, they've always fixed it.
But the engineer was like, what have I done?
It's not even that. Can you imagine being the first person that happened to?
I just want to know where it happened, like if it happened in their pocket or whenever they're on their phone, or could you
Good
imagine?
point.
Because you ever seen I don't know what film it was, but someone picks up the phone and it blows up in their ear. I don't know what it is.
Samsung movie. But basically they, obviously as we know, as I mentioned it, they blamed the battery, tried to fix it, and it still went on fire.
Oh, what?
They never fixed it.
So they just stopped production?
They just dragged them back, and basically apparently the biggest issue was their extreme design decisions, as a quote.
Oh, right.
They tried to basically put too much
Into the smaller. Yeah, okay.
and it wasn't having it, so.
Well, that's on the Note as well. The Note's usually bigger.
Yeah, and
Strange.
yeah, not good. So,
Well,
number 9, I'll be honest, I've never heard of the Apple Pippin.
no, but I've heard of the name Pippin, but I didn't know what I never researched it. No,
So-
there's an awful lot of Apple field products and things.
The video game console. I've never heard of it.
It wasn't called the Pippin, was it? I thought it was called something else. Was it called the Pippin?
Yeah, it didn't go well. So it was released by
Really tried.
Bandai. It was a pretty powerful system and quite innovative for its time. Sorry, but the lack of marketing and brand recognition, basically. And it sounds stupid saying that about Apple now, but this is back in the 90s. This isn't.
If they tried it now, I don't think they would succeed either, though. I think with Google, they might though with Google Stadia. Though, that's the thing. They might try their own thing with it now to try and combat it.
Maybe, but
You do have Xbox and PlayStation over there, plus PC. So
PlayStation launched slightly after Pippin and just destroyed it.
Well, they're still destroying Xbox, like so.
Yeah, Steve Jobs killed the project in '97. Just said, "Yep, we're done. No point in being involved there."
That could have saved them loads of money.
Number 8, again, I have never heard of it. The Daily?
Nope.
No? Literally DAILY. So, with the rise of iPad, News Corp started a digital newspaper called The Daily, trying to get a head start on a new potential in the newspaper market. Literally no one shared their stories, and its isolation on the iPad was its ultimate downfall, basically. So basically they put their app on the iPad and nobody could really move their stories anywhere, and it very quickly died.
It's kind of strange because so many places do it now. Like, the internet is where all blogs are, and
You'd think?
like, yeah, it's strange because even the Belfast Telegraph and all's online there too. Obviously you can purchase it still, but
I think it's because it was in an app, and maybe at that time
it's also an app.
maybe they hadn't put the share button in between.
There's no embedding, I don't think, maybe back then either. When was that? Does it say? No.
It doesn't give a date. It just says with the rise of the app, 2012 was whenever this the Daily was actually like killed. But with the rise of the iPad, it says, so you're probably talking 2008, 2007.
Yeah.
Maybe thereabouts. And the big giant.
Strange, it wouldn't have been anything there, because that would have been the same sort of time Facebook and all would have been.
You think? Again, like some of these just like the next one is hilarious because again I've never heard of it. Microsoft Spot.
No. Is it? No, I don't think it is.
No. It's a watch.
No,
never heard of it.
not what I was thinking of.
So in 2004, Spot, standing for Smart Personal Objects Technology.
That's kind of cool.
So after 5 years, it was basically pulled. It wasn't ever going to really work. It was $800 to buy.
Jesus.
And there was a $9.99 subscription to MSN Direct as well. So it wasn't like
once you've bought it, that isn't you done paying for the product then?
No.
Unreal.
So yeah, that's another dead one.
Well, it's the same as Xbox and PlayStation on there, so isn't it?
Yeah, but you pay that like a month. I wonder that's like $100 a year for news.
Well, so you also spend $800 on a watch, about 500 and something on an Xbox or a PlayStation.
Now, this one you may have heard of. I've definitely not heard of it because it was back in the early 90s. Nintendo took a foray into VR. Do you ever remember anything about that?
No.
The Nintendo Virtual Boy.
No.
Basically,
that sounds so wrong.
Yeah. So the Nintendo Virtual Boy came out in the 90s.
Japanese love their Virtual Boys, don't they?
Oh, apparently. But what do you call a guy version of a waifu?
Gaifu? I don't know. Husband fu? I don't know.
I like the first one better.
Gaifu?
Funny,
yeah, it makes more sense.
So the reason it failed, didn't have any good games apparently. It caused eye strain and migraines, and it was very hard to actually use. I'll show you a picture of it. It looks horrendous.
That's going to give you neck problems.
Yeah, that's horrendous looking, isn't it? They sold 350,000 of them.
It looks like Wally's just jumped on your face and just stayed there.
Yeah, it actually does. Like, look into my eyes. So yeah, it was pretty bad. This one I do remember, and I'd be very surprised if pretty much everyone listening doesn't remember this one. So the Google Glass.
Yeah,
remember the little
one,
the little Dragon Ball Z type thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, whenever it was revealed, everyone thought it would be half decent, but after years of development, the technology never really got off the ground. So poor marketing obviously was an issue across the board, and most of what we're going through. It was also very expensive, and there was no real product launch, so it essentially just died.
The marketing wasn't, I suppose. Like, well, I remember watching the adverts for it. And it was pretty funny seeing that the guy was looking at some. I think it was the parody one, maybe.
I don't know.
The guy was looking at some woman. I think it was her butt or something. It would have been a real one, sure. Looking at her butt, and he was just like looking at like things. And she was like, "Excuse me," and he's like looking in the Google Glass, and she's like, "Excuse me." And he's just like, "Sorry, what?"
Brilliant.
I'd be made, to be fair. No, I wouldn't be looking at it.
To Google Glass or not, I swear.
I'd be caught. It'd be like, have you ever seen Hall Pass?
Yes.
Where they're like taking mental photos.
You just look slightly ahead of where they're gonna be. That bit.
See where he's talking. He's talking to? Is it Owen Wilson? Isn't it?
Yeah, Owen
Wilson.
Like, Vince Vaughn. Yeah.
And she's like bent over, like trying to get the cups and all. He's like, "What are you doing? Taking mental photos? So you can do it with Google Glass. Google take a photo."
It's all it is, and then it goes straight back to your computer.
Yeah.
Now this one I absolutely guarantee pretty much the entire world will have heard of. MySpace.
What happened to MySpace?
So 2003 it came on.
I'm sure it's still going.
Yeah, but in 2003 it was
bands now,
it was the top social network.
Yeah.
It was then sold to News Corp in 2005. You recognise that name from before? The Daily.
Yeah.
They've had 2 of these.
Oh no.
So News Corp didn't really know what to do with it. And then whenever Facebook seen there was an opening in the market in 2008, they joined, and MySpace then within a short period lost 40 million users.
Nice. Very fast.
In a short period, lost its founders and laid off pretty much everyone.
I think it's pretty much going still now, but it's for bands. Is most bands just go into it and try.
I'll be honest, I never had a MySpace.
No, I don't think I
that
did.
was my thing.
No.
The Motorola Rocker E1
is number 1.
No, it's number 2, 3.
3.
I've never heard of it.
The Motorola Rocker.
It was a bizarre combination of the iPod and Motorola. It allowed people to connect to iTunes, use the iPod software, but it failed because it had slow sync times and a 100 song limit.
Jeepers, you can get more songs on any memory card nowadays.
Think, it's as well Apple didn't stick with that.
I know, did their own thing.
Think of them now, like it would. That's crazy.
See,
I've never heard of that phone.
Obviously, the only phone Motorola I've heard of is the Razor. Remember the Razor? I think everyone had a Razor at some point.
Oh yeah, it was class.
Yeah, I love
I
that.
think I had the Razor XR. It was like a thicker one.
Was it? I like that. The little thin one because it does it sort of like flipped up.
It was class. I tell you what, they were really cool.
Yeah,
they were quite ahead of their time, like in terms of like design.
Yeah,
I thought.
For some reason, I always thought of them as Motorhead for some reason, but I don't know why. And it was just one of those things.
Shut up! Just close it every single time.
Break it off or something accidentally.
Again, never heard of this one. The Ouya, Ouya, the Ouya.
That's an app, is it not?
No.
Who is it?
It's a games console.
No, I'm pretty sure I've heard it. Ouya is it's like Hulu or something.
Ouya. No, I've never. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Have I? Weird.
It's like a smaller version of the Nintendo Cube.
It's really weird looking. Clever. Look at the buttons. Ouya.
Oh my word.
Ouya. Instead of A, B, X, Y, or triangle,
circle, square,
zero. Circle, cross.
What's that shit? 0.
So Ouya, or I don't really know how to say it, but it had a Kickstarter campaign that raised $8.5 million to get it off the ground. And
why
basically,
would someone do that?
You know how much it was to buy?
For like
surprisingly good.
$300.
$99.
Jesus. Must like pay like PC games or something. I don't know.
It's actually quite funny. So it's reason it failed. It says here. Turns out no one really wants to play a console full of games they can play on their cell phone.
Oh, grim.
So it didn't have any original games. The controller you sort of looked at there is literally an upside down U, but like a lot more straight.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain what that sort of looks like. So it looks like a stool, not a shit, but a.
Yeah, it's not great. Like
no.
Yeah.
Or anyone really wanted to play it. Full stop. So number one, I'm gonna say is quite harsh, and I think you may agree with me on this. Oculus Rift and new VR.
Nah, that's.
I think it's quite harsh.
Yeah, I mean, we're sort of getting it. When was this article written?
Yeah, I will see if I can get a date for you. Just last year.
Nah, that's
I
wrong.
think that's very harsh. Now,
I think Apple Maps should be up there, to be honest with you.
It was way down, but it was on the list.
Yeah, but people.
And so was the original Google Maps.
There's crashes and all. People had crashes because they're like, "Oh, this is the wrong place," and then, like whenever they were in like the middle of some sort of field or something, and it's, I'm in the middle of New York or something. It's wrong.
Like this is a bit strange. So the reasoning for it, now I don't really agree with this. Basically, people thought it would revolutionise how we play games. It hasn't really.
Not yet. Not yet.
Now, the Oculus Rift and VR, PlayStation VR, and all the rest, and HTC Vive. Remember that one?
There was the HTC. Remember the HTC phones? Same thing as that. We can have a Samsung one now as well.
Fair enough. But they already basically have. The reason they're saying is because they're struggling now. Like they're expensive.
They are expensive.
There's not very many big games.
Not yet.
There's little incentive for people to actually buy them. And maybe, just maybe, no one wants to look like that person with that thing strapped to their face.
I mean, they're all sort of good enough points. I mean, there aren't very many games for it.
But it's not failed yet. Like, that to me is a futuristic concept.
There was that game. Remember the Beat Saber game?
Yeah, that's still going.
Yeah, but it's still. I don't know what you're doing. Like, no one can see apart from me. Apart from anyone looking in the windows who's going to dancing about. But I mean, the games aren't there yet, but they're gonna come.
Yeah.
You know, and it might have failed right now, but eventually it'll get better. Mm-hmm. It'll have to get better, and VR will definitely make a breakthrough at some point.
Yeah, I would agree.
I just think it's silly. Last year, what?
That last one's harsh, yeah. Definitely a bit harsh for me.
I'd put that one down at 11 and put, like, I don't know, Apple Maps on like 8th or something.
But like, an exploding battery has to be considered more of a failure than.
Well, yeah, it probably hurts people.
Probably actually did burn people. Like, yeah, to me that's a bit harsh.
I just don't understand why they've maybe they've been paid to like bash them or something. I don't know. Don't understand why they would ever do that. Like, but fair play to them if that's what they want to do.
Yeah, technological fails, and this is the weighest episode of the wee podcast ever.
The weighest? How long are we in?
Barely 16 minutes.
Unreal. Well, we just thought we'd do something else to. It's not half an hour, but
it's not something that's not. It's not broken, which is the main thing.
Yeah.
And it's a wee short stuff episode, so let us know what you think of these sort of things in the comments, because if people enjoy the shorter ones, maybe we can do one from time to time and call it the wee podcast or something.
The Weir podcast.
That's better. It sounds like a piss thing.
Yeah.
So
to be fair, we should probably say, like, we record quite not late, like, but I mean, trying to find the time to record 3 episodes in a row would be very difficult to do. So that's the reason why we didn't re-record. And obviously, like I said before, re-recording something isn't something we'd ever want to do, because you're losing everything you already had, and if you're talking about it again, it's not really the same thing.
Precisely. You know? And going back even to our first couple of episodes, we did say then, and it stands true still, that we want our episodes to be real and legit and not sort of
and
faked.
Come out weekly.
Yeah, and every week, and that was a big thing. It was a real, like, whenever we realised it went wrong, and I can't remember what night it was, Tuesday night or whatever, you know, it was an absolute ball kick.
Yeah,
as soon as it was over.
Even the Wednesday editing, I was like, there's another one? There's another bit?
There was like 41 or something.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, in between that, in the track, you'll not notice it because I've taken the silence out, because it sounded better without the silence in it.
Yeah.
To make it really, really annoying, just be one, and then, oh, hello, and then that was doing my head, and then I was trying to put things in between to make it sound a bit funny, but it in itself sounds funny, so it's okay. Yeah,
I mean,
it's audible, it's listenable, so
exactly.
You can still.
Most of it's fine. It's just the first
half hour, really. I did say 2 minutes in the intro, but obviously not. So if anyone's listening, they'd be like, it's 4 minutes in, not 2 minutes in, because the intro's 2 minutes long. So
yeah, I mean, as I say, it wasn't ideal, but we got around it, and hopefully this is a bit of a wee sort of interesting one anyway. It was sort of funny to look back and realise the absolute state of some of these, but yeah, folks, we will leave that there. We hope you can at least give 95 a go. If not, here's 95 and a half. And yeah, we will catch you again in 96 with no issues.
Bye.